What's up, guys? We are back. UFC Vegas, Manel Kape versus Brandon Royval. Best bets. I mean, this is just a series where we got Key finally back from vacation. I mean, 4 weeks is crazy in America. It's not unheard of. It's not like this is Canada or Europe. We don't do that shit here. But some of us got to work hard. We're just going to go quick through, answer questions for you guys, pretty much give you whatever bets we have, and move on. We're doing this just because you got us 1,000 subs before the end of the year. We appreciate that. Thank you for 1,000 subs. Keep on subscribing, like, comment. Key, welcome back. We just cashed a Sabrina ticket there. Price tag was not covered. So
what you mean we just cash? Bro, I
just cashed Sabrina. Everyone tells me
like it was your bet. Don't give me that bullshit, Peg, and then you're fucking complaining about the bet you just won because of us.
Yeah, it wasn't great. If I would have took one look at the Polish girl, I would have better.
Bro, what are you talking about?
But either way, we're back.
A win is a win, bro. It would just pick winner, as you say, no? Right?
I don't know. Yeah, well, now I got Taylor Laplis to close that parlay out, so we'll see. But all right, we're here. Manel Kape, Royval. I mean, we kind of know what the card looks like already. I'll just
we're not going to go through the entire card again.
No, we're just going to go through cards that we think are worth betting on.
Yeah, we just want to talk with you guys. Key is back, so if you guys have any question about Key, ask him in the comments. He's going to be more than happy to answer. And yeah, we'll be giving out some bets on the show. I'll give up some bet for tonight.
Well, so that's part of the year, so that's a bad bet.
What he said? I didn't see. Yeah, Shia plus 120. Come on. What's going on?
He said, give me some inspiration, please. The only bet I have so far is 2.5 units on Croton money line. I mean, I think Rob tends to agree with you, right?
You're going to be cashing.
I think I'm going to be cashing. I'm on Santos. Me and Drav
we also need to have a conversation about French fighter, Peg, right? Fares Ziam last week.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'll give you credit if Shari wins. If Shari wins, I'll give you credit. If not, we're right back to where we started.
Bro.
Nope, it all counts on Shari.
Didn't go well for you last time you trash talk a French guy, so.
Yep. Let's see. Guy got foot swept like 10 times against C-Rod.
Yeah, I mean, Shire's going to take him down, man.
What do you guys think of the Sharaf round 1 plus 700?
I think that's like good prices. I saw plus 800 earlier too. I think that those are like.
It seems wide for a heavyweight fight against either guy in round 1.
And that's what he does. Like,
yeah,
he's a gas bag.
Key, how's the team been doing?
What's up, Jack?
Hey, team's been good.
Okay.
Coach of the year.
Yeah, Jillian Robertson KO plus 650 lock.
You guys think she's gonna knock her? I kind of think it's gonna be a submission if she finish.
God bless Euro Trash MMA. Yeah, this is Euro Trash. Our glorious king has returned. All right, so we'll just get into it. I mean, Key, break down the girl fights for us. Do that for them to start. We'll start there and then kind of take it from there. First girl fights, Bleda versus Jamie Lynn Horth. I think Bleda's pretty easily the side. What do you think?
She's not easily the side due to the fact that she's coming off of a big time layoff. I believe, was it knee injuries, Drav?
Knee and finger.
Yeah. So she had staph in her finger, and she needed surgery on her finger, and then the staph went to her knee, and she couldn't train for a while. She hired a sports psychologist. She lost motivation for the sport. She only could shadow box for a couple months, so now she's back after like 2.5 years. But yeah, that's what went down.
Yeah, I think the Bleda, I'm not willing to bet at these types of prices whenever you're coming off of a big time layoff. And I get it. She is on the younger side. I believe 23 still, or 24. So she's on the younger side, but still big time layoff over 2 years. And you're going back facing a big physical girl in Horth. I'm not looking into Horth personally because I did bet her in the Petrovich fight, and that was the nastiest sweat of my life. And I felt like she's just simply a bad decision maker on the mat. Of course, she looked career best against Vanessa Demopoulos, but Vanessa is a strawweight, and that looked very obvious, like 2 different weight classes there. And she was able to have a respectable loss against Miranda Maverick, but I think the Bleda here is the better wrestler, obviously. She sells out for the wrestling, which is a little concerning. I think round 3 could get tricky, as it always does for her. She sells out for the wrestling hard. Not too much on the feet. I'm not going to expect her to come back with some added arsenal on the feet either after a 2-year layoff dealing with mostly injuries and health issues. So for me, I do side and lean with Bleda due to the fact that I did have a lot of stock in her before layoff, and I thought that she was a legit prospect. But Horth is a big chick, physical, strong, but I don't think that she's good off of her back. It'll be interesting here to see what the striking looks like. I imagine Horth will have the advantage, and speed wise, it'll be sort of interesting to see what she does with kick, even though that can be a tricky scenario later running those kicks into takedowns. So this is a tricky fight for me. I'm passing as of right now, but I think that it's very easily a pass or Horth here. I wouldn't be backing Blade at -130, -150. I think that's kind of crazy.
And what do you think about the cardio of Blade?
I think that I don't think that she's like a gasser. I think that she redlines getting these takedowns. And I think round 3 will always get tricky with her.
Yeah.
And coming off of a layoff, are we going to expect her to like have better cardio? Like there's going to be more nerves. This is her first time back in 2 years, a lot of adrenaline. I expect her cardio to potentially look even worse here. So I think that it's Horth or pass, but I'll pass gladly.
Yes, same, bro, and that's why I play some Hort here. I think the finish proper kind of crazy, just because Hort is a builder and she builds into fight, and she always could look good late. And to your point, Key, I mean the Petrovic fight is not a good look, man. I mean for sure, but I think her versus Maverick, you can see the improvements. Like Maverick had a lot of issues taking her down, and I personally think Maverick's the better wrestler than Bleda is. So yeah, I saw clear improvements in her game in the wrestling, and yeah, so I think she's gonna defend some takedowns. And I personally think even though the striking can be close, she's better on the feet and she has better cardio. So and with the layoff injuries and shit like that, like I think it's a good click at plus money on Horde, but it's probably gonna be a close fight. I just think Blade's gonna win round 1 and look good early, and Horde's gonna win round 3, look good late. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it. But Peg, you can pull the last comment on the screen, and I want you guys to try to say what it is. The comments of this one. So trying to say what it is. Key, you go after.
Tabernac.
Do it again.
Caliste de Tabernac.
What about you, Key? What is it?
Key, you're muted.
Oh shit.
Key, you're muted.
Tabernac.
That's good, Key. That's good. So it's Caliste de Tabernac. It's
Oui.
Yeah, no, it's not oui. Oui is French. Like this is really like something you say in Quebec, right? Like French guys are not gonna say that.
Uncle Weezy?
So it's like so it's basically like you're saying bad word, right? Like you're mad or something, like oh fuck man or something. Like it's something we say in Quebec. What's up, Weezy? Good luck with your bet tonight, brother.
I was on Horth, but the 2 fights Blade are aging so well in the grappling. It's good from her. Horth always gets taken down, doesn't use her length and reach well. She's a physicality merchant, in my opinion. Blade is gonna maul her. It's gonna look easy. That's all I'm gonna say there.
Oh, Weezy's girlfriend is actually French. That's interesting.
Tabernac is a Canadian thing. My French girlfriend had no idea what Tabernac meant.
Like the people in French, yeah, exactly. The people in France are gonna read it exactly like you guys did. They don't know what it is.
Problem is Maverick was trying to take her down against the fence and was having trouble with her size.
I disagree with that. Remember, Horde had issues with people trying to take her kicks and go for takedowns in the open space, like he mentioned. And Maverick tried to do that 3 times in that fight, and it didn't work. Like you can see clear improvements. And yes, she did try against the fence, but Bleda also tried takedowns against the fence. So, but yeah, we'll see. I think it's a close fight, man.
All right. Luana Santos, Croden. This is pretty one everyone's pretty much talking about this week. One of the dogs of the week seems to be Croden. Everyone seems to be on her. I don't know. I kind of disagree. Key, what's your opinion?
People are not here for your opinion, though.
I'm asking Key what he thinks.
Key, what you think about it?
Yeah, I think the Croden at plus 150, plus 145 is great numbers. She's a girl that is somebody that you want to have money on at those type of numbers against.
What about current numbers, though?
Plus 105, plus 110.
Like plus 110, plus 115 around there.
I'm not loving that as much. It's not an easy click because then I do expect her to probably end up on bottom at some point early. Santos is very tricky on top. I think on the feet, Croden is going to pick up steam as usual as the fight goes on. I backed her plus 150, I believe, against Lisboa gladly. This isn't as simple here due to the Santos sub threat. But I do think it's interesting that these I like it whenever these spreads. I believe she's like minus 225 or something to win a round, and then you get a plus 110 on the money
So
line.
there's actually multiple plus 120 on the market now.
Yeah, I don't think that that's bad. I personally feel a little bad just because I missed out early on my girl with early numbers, so it feels a little nasty to take it now. But I do lean Croden here. But this is a weird matchup because Santos at 135, I think probably has better cardio than she has at
She also looks
125.
good on the scales too. She's kind of got her weight under control now. No,
Yeah, it seems like 125 because I did back Casey O'Neill against her, and Casey, my king, cleaned her ass up easily in that fight.
That was a good one. I got her as well.
Yeah, but at 125, it just seemed like Santos was at too much of a speed disadvantage. The speed difference was just way too much for Croden. Is a bigger and slower girl. It is important to know. I believe Croden was either last or second to last up on the scales yesterday.
Yeah, she was not last. I think she was second to last or third to last, something like that.
Yeah, so it's a big tough cut, and she is a huge girl for 135. Like she's a big girl. So tough cut. It'll be interesting to see what these clinch exchanges look like early, but I think round 2, round 3. Potential live bet spot, especially if Santos gets top time early in round 1. I think that I'll be looking to live bet most likely because Croden's not a fast starter. If you remember at LFA fight, she damn near died 4 times against Cavalcanti, which was hilarious. But she is a dog and she fights hard. So I think that here Croden gets rolling in rounds 2, rounds 3. I would have liked plus 150, plus 140 to better pre though.
Yeah, Luana Santos is gonna sub her. I don't know.
Cavalcanti is actually training with Santos now.
The syndicate?
I don't know if they're at the same camp, but I saw them. They posted a lot of stories together.
I can't wait to see her twerk on her shit. Stupid.
The training footage she posted is more so her shaking her ass and doing
okay.
some dances. So
that ain't no problem.
I don't know how much work they're actually putting in, but
that ain't no problem, bro. You're gonna see. Everyone's gonna learn. And who do you think Dana wants to win this fight? You think he wants crusty ass Croden, or does he want the hot Brazilian girl? Pretty straightforward for me. Let's take a look at another girl fight. Keep this moving. Lemos versus Robertson. Lemos is plus 180 now.
I'm actually very, very interested to hear key thoughts about this.
I think this is Lemos all day.
I really have a hard time with this fight. Like, really have a hard time. Because Jillian, I don't think is the level of wrestler that a lot of these girls have been that have gone down Lemos consistently. And speaking on Jandarova, Suarez, she's not even close to that level, in my opinion. But Jillian is like a dog on a bone with the way that she wrestles, though. Like, it is nonstop. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think that Lemos can clip her and potentially KO her early with a bad entry, because it's not like Jillian has the cleanest entries of all time. Her hands are, I don't want to say non-existent, but
they're close to it.
Yeah, she doesn't have good hands. I do like the fact that, of course, Dean Thomas, as usual, in her corner. He always cooks up a good game plan for her. But I thought that the Ricci fight was kind of a red flag. I know that Ricci does have a judo background and is a good grappler herself, but to kind of get ousted by somebody who isn't physical, not even close to the physicality that Lemos is, and Lemos showed some crazy physicality against Tatiana, and I get it. She's not the same, but Tatiana is still a strong horse of a woman for this weight class. And so Lemos had some good moments and made that a 50-50 fight. And if you had a plus 300 ticket for Lemos, you were a pissed off guy after that fight. So I see this as Robertson, if she does get her down, especially in rounds 2, rounds 3. Her ground and pound is relentless. She does get on top. She hunts for hooks. She gets the back, and her rear naked choke is nasty. So I think that if this sort of snowballs in, I think that Jillian can look great down the stretch. But I think that early Lemos is going to create problems with her speed, her stance. She's going to lower that stance. And she has a piston, a real piston. And so I think that it's going to be problematic for her. That left hand, I just see it clipping Jillian at some point and giving some sort of adversity, which is why I don't think that anybody, what's current line, money line?
Plus 180 on Lemos.
No, so it's minus 208 on Robertson, plus 178 on Lemos.
Nobody should be backing minus 208 straight or parlay. I think that you play this in round props. or some sort of finish prop with round 2, round 3 for Jillian. If that's your angle and you really do believe in Jillian, I think that you have to play it prop wise. Because money line, I just minus 208 to see you get bonked on your feet eventually on the feet at some point to start this fight. Because there's just how many iterations of this fight out of 10 does Lemos not have success on the feet at range early? Like,
it's gonna be, I just like you said, this is one of those fights that if either of them gets their game going, they're gonna look wide favorite.
Yeah, I agree with
but
that.
It's just Lemos is an all-time idiot. Like, I backed her against Mackenzie Dern minus 180 in that fight, and I felt like a crazy guy because everybody was shitting on that bet because I got reversed on that bet. And then she goes out, sparks Mackenzie early, but then allows Mackenzie back into the fight and allows her to get her grappling off. And same thing, Lucindo in round 3 of that fight. Why? Like, how?
Yeah,
how
and Jen Diroba fight key also. Remember, she was like trying to grapple with her at some points in that fight.
So it's such bad decision making that it's hard to have confidence in Lemos. And she's literally, I saw, what was the stat? I forget, somebody posted, but she spent like an insane amount of time on her back in her last like 5 fights. Yeah. So I think that eventually Robertson snowballs this into her style of fight, but I think that she does meet some sort of adversity early due to the speed difference and athleticism difference here. But it's hard for me to get a solid read on this fight. I was going into tape kind of wanting to back Lemos, but she is just such an awful decision maker. It's unreal. And you would think that after fight after fight of losing based on for grappling exchanges, that she would get better, or and she has gotten better, but that she would be a better decision maker, and she's just not. So I'm passing on this fight. But this is a great, entertaining women's MMA fight. Nice one to end off the year.
Yeah, I have the under 2.5 there. What you think about it? It's
plus I like money. That. Well, what number?
I got plus 135. It's plus 120 now.
I think that's solid. I think both have a lot of finishing upside. I think Lemos is obviously front loaded, Robertson's back loaded here. So I think that's a solid spot.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern.
Weezy mentioned a good point, Peg, if you want to pull it out before you give your breakdown to kind of what he said. So yeah, I think that's a good point.
I knew Weezy would have the stats.
Yeah,
my thing. So I give out Lemos spread of the week, right? Plus 3.5, because I don't see a world where she doesn't win one round, and odds are if she wins, it's going to be round 1, right?
But you could get finished though. That's the issue with the spread. If she doesn't, I agree.
Lemos is a tough bitch, and she's a mean bitch. So like, I don't see her getting finished like crazy. Like, she's been like, Wei Li was on top of her for how long?
Yeah,
and she didn't get finished there. Sure, it's not the ground and pound of Jillian Robertson, but we're talking about Jillian Robertson. She's a girl that's just been parlaying and free rolling shitty ass fighters. Polyana Viana, done. Michelle Waterson, retirement fight. Luana Pinheiro, ass. Marina Rodriguez, 1-5 in her last 6 fights.
And I believe that was her retirement fight too.
Yeah, it was.
But now we're talking, and now she's minus 200 against a girl in Lemos who's pretty much gate kept the top 5 of the girls' division, who's a monster on the feet. And like, people forget, like,
but bro, also like Lemos is 38 now. You know, that's the issue.
Dude, don't worry about women's age, bro. I told you, as long as they're below 40, they're good. They're good. It's not the same as men.
15. I feel like it's important a bit, honestly, especially if she fought for the bell. She, all that stuff, and I don't know. I don't like to backfight her at their stage of her career, but she's the underdog, so it's not like you're laying chalk on her. Exactly. Actually, you are a bit with the spread, but
Lemos' issue is, that's what I'm worried about, is that dumbass jump to guillotine. I can already see.
Oh yeah, she's gonna. I can
already see it, and then I'm gonna be pissed. But she's gonna do it.
I swear she's gonna try a guillotine here at some point.
Yeah, and if she gets it, that would be hysterical.
No,
that would really make me laugh.
Get the guillotine.
That would really make.
She's gonna try for one at least in this fight.
3 spalls and a bonk. Lemos has low IQ. Yeah, it's the Brazilian IQ, bro. They all do.
Yeah. I feel like Jillian's gonna go on top and go for like an armbar or like a rear naked choke, and I'm not sure Lemos can survive that, honestly.
All right, they want to hear comments on Vallejo's Giga. Vallejo's rolls Giga, rolls them. Gonna be
I'm gonna give you the hot take of the week. This fight is a close fucking decision, and everybody's talking about Vallejos is the lock of the week, right? It's gonna be a close decision. Vallejos won't finish him, and he's gonna lose early till he wins, type shit. Like, Giga is a very fucking good striker, and he's hard to beat on the feet. Arnon Allen fight was super competitive, and Allen needed to pressure him a shit ton. And Island is a better fighter than Vallejos, in my opinion. He's way better defensively and he's smarter in the cage. Onama was close as well, 29-28. Onama grapple a lot. So people are talking about Vallejos is the next grappler or something now. I don't really see it. Like, of course, he did grapple a bit against some bumps on regional. His grappling is okay, but with Giga footwork, I don't think it's going to be easy for him to just track him down and go for a lot of takedowns. And if he takes him down, it's not like Vallejos has like good ground and pound, a big submission game. It's not really what it is. But I agree with that because honestly, if it was a big cage, I would be probably big on Giga. I think the small cage is a good point on the Vallejos side because of his pressure and his boxing and stuff like that. And then the other thing I disagree with is the cardio aspect. Like, of course, Giga slowed down, right? In round 3, doesn't look the best and stuff like that. But he's a fucking dog. He's not a quitter. He's never been finished. And Vallejos is also very, very tough. But he'll slow down in round 3, boys. I don't know why people are talking this week like he's going to just beat Giga Haas in round 3. He slowed down against Jane Silva. That's why he lost that fight. He got tired. He slowed down against Danny Silva in round 3 as well. He pushed through it. Don't get me wrong. He's not a bitch, but he slowed down himself, right? So I don't see it being like a big grappling and a big cardio edge for Vallejos, but he's younger, he's improving, Giga's getting older and stuff like that. So I don't like that, but it's going to be a close fight, man. I'm telling you. Vallejos is going to have issues tracking Giga down early on. I think he's going to lose round 1 and come back and probably win round 2 and 3. It's going to be a very close decision, and people are going to be like, oh, it was always Vallejos or something. But yeah, I think the over is good. I think fight starts round 3 is good. I think there's value on Giga, like plus 280 range. It's a big step up from competition for Vallejos at, such a young age in his career right now. But, Key, what do you think about this one? I've not talked to you about this fight this week, so I don't even know your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't really like this fight. I think that it's weird. I think that Giga, to me, like Vallejos, I get it. You kind of add a name, but like Giga got his soul taken by Cater, and ever since it's just been kind of like nasty, like work from him and kind of boring fights, honestly. And the Arnold Allen has some fun moments due to Arnold Allen. But I think that here Vallejos gets it done, but Giga's size gives him issues. There could be some potential flying knees up the middle, which would be fun to see. But I think that here Vallejos is definitely lucky that it's in the small cage. But 2, does Giga like really ever push a pace that's going to make Vallejos halfway tired? Like, I think Vallejos is kind of going to get the fight on his terms, on the feet of being able to enter whenever he pleases. And then he can push the wrestling. I don't think that he's a great wrestler by any means, but he can push the wrestling and get takedowns here and mix it in. I think that Giga has to rely on finding a snipe, and it seems as if Vallejos has a pretty good hardware. So I'm not going to sit here and think that Giga just snipes him. Giga doesn't push enough of a pace. Vallejos has wrestling upside. I don't like that Vallejos has all this hype and is getting
all taxes, bro.
Yeah, I don't like these huge price tags on a guy that, I mean, if we take a look in the John Silva loss, great loss. But you're talking KMT. KMT got knocked down 3 times within 3 minutes on Dana White Contender Series total. Then you're talking about Sangwoo Choi, who, I mean, if Peg breathes on Sangwoo Choi, Choi's going to wobble right now. And the Danny Silva is a good win, but bad optics at moments in that fight, and he wasn't getting his way. So was that
and Key also, Danny Silva gave him the fight you want in the boxing, like all the fight, right?
And Danny Silva, somebody that we thought is very hittable, and Vallejos, if Danny does stand in front of him, he's gonna have chances to bonk. He didn't. So I think that here this is kind of interesting. I think the lines should probably be a little closer. I do think the Vallejos gets it done, but I'm not. Everybody crowning Vallejos is this like second coming. I don't see it. I don't. He's good. He's cool, but I don't see enough substance in his game. I think he's a little bit overconfidence right now. It'll be interesting to see who they give him after this fight. Depending on result, I wonder, KO, they probably give him another layup and want him to find another highlight KO so they can keep boosting him. But tough decision, and they throw him in with somebody real.
He's going to be in top 15, Key, if he wins. Giga is ranked 15, I think.
So he takes Giga's spot. Who does he beat in the top 15 right now?
Let me check.
comfortably.
What does the top 15 look like? What's 15 through 10 right now?
I'm gonna
Let's
tell
see.
you. I got it. So it's Giga, Onama, Danny Gay, Pitbull, Gene Silva, and Josh Emmett.
Do they give him Pitbull?
Yeah, I was gonna say they give him Pitbull and he beats Pitbull.
Yeah. They will give him Pitbull or like a Danny Gay or maybe Onama. Onama just lost.
Danny Gay is an interesting fight. That's one's more interesting, to be honest.
Damn, the bottom half of that ranking is underwhelming as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, top like 7 is elite though.
I don't know.
Top 8 actually. But
I don't
Steve
think he can
Garcia
touch
is
any of
fucking
those
good.
guys.
I don't
Steve
know.
Garcia
Also,
is
if
the
you
GOAT.
listen to some of the interviews this week, this guy Giga's already talking about his gym that he started, his Taekwondo Giga Kick gym, and everything like that. And we know what happens when people are already talking about their plans outside of the cage at that age. It's just like, I don't know, man.
They have John Silva at 11.
Yeah.
I mean,
He just lost, bro.
he
Remember?
lost at what,
He
number 8?
lost to Diego Lopez.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
lost
but
when he was ranked 8.
He didn't really beat ranked
He
guy.
was 8 before that fight. Okay.
He was ranked 8, and then other guys have moved up the ladder since then.
Yeah,
So-
Steve fucking Meme Garcia.
Steve Garcia versus Vallejos would go insane. Yeah, it would. Okay, that's that fight. Let's take a look at let's talk about this one. Everyone's betting this guy Buchecha to plus 105. Kennedy Nchukwu is minus 125. We'll do that fight next. I saw this comment. We'll do that next. Kennedy by submission plus 2,000. I'm there all day. And then this to me, Key, actually, you go first, then I'll go because people are here to hear you because you haven't been there. What do you think?
Kennedy's your boy, Key. What do you think about this fight?
Yeah, Kennedy, the GOAT.
Fuck this guy. I think that here Kennedy is bound to get memed in some fashion here. Could Buchecha potentially pull guard? Maybe. I don't know. Kennedy is just like, it's a shame that he never is going to even come close to reaching his potential with the physical tools that he has. He's posting all this stuff of Inagi and all this BJJ stuff, and then goes out and gets heel hooked by Walter Walker within the first minute. That was just absolute meme shit. Then Buchecha here, if he gets on top, is problems for Kennedy for sure. Buchecha is probably gonna have an easier time taking him down because Boudet is like a house. He's built like a house. And he's good in the clinch. Kennedy is not that. So could Kennedy cook round 2, round 3 at range? Yes, but is Kennedy going to make it there? Is Kennedy going to slip on a banana peel and get knocked out walking into the ring? Who knows? I don't know. So I feel that this is lined correctly at this point. I want to believe in Kennedy as I have his whole career, but Kennedy has let me down against 43-year-old men, Walter Walker, all sorts of stuff. So I'm passing.
I mean, bro, the levels on the feet here are so much different. And everyone is just assuming Buchecha is going to take him down and sub him just like he's Walter Walker, right? Walter Walker, evidently this leg lock is the real deal. It's not a meme. It's the real deal. He's going for it on purpose and getting it. That being said, falling for a leg lock, losing that way, that's fine. On the feet, this guy is so much faster than Buchecha. He's so much bigger. Wait till you see the clinch, the knees up the middle and the clinch. Pretty soon, Buchecha's not going to want to be in there. He just beat a guy, Martin Boudet, where Martin Boudet, he's not aggressive. He's not anything like crazy there. He's not trying to hurt you. I think this fight extends to round 2, round 3. Now Buchecha's in trouble, especially if it's gotten that far without him getting him down. And Buchecha isn't a wrestler. He's not a guy who goes in there and wrestles and gets these like sick wrestling takedowns. We watched him try to pull guard. He's trying to pull guard in this fight. And as long as Kennedy doesn't fall for that shit, I mean, I don't know. I think you're getting a huge discount here. I think there's a chance that, Kennedy looks minus 300 going into round 3. And here's the thing. Everyone is so, like Weezy saying right here, we've all lost so much money on the Nchukwu. Now everyone's not betting him. This is when he wins, guys. This is when he wins.
He's actually a favorite, though. So your thing doesn't really make sense. You're talking like he's a big dog because nobody want to bet him. He's the favorite here. You're laying chalk
minus 300 here, not minus 125.
Yeah, but what happened if he gets taken down in round 1? He's gonna look like plus 500 again if he get heel hook again.
If he
He's
gets
gonna
heel
look
hook,
plus
sure,
1,000.
sure. Okay, the heel hook. Okay, maybe. But
But
dude,
Buchecha is a legit grappler. Like if he gets on top of him and go for his back or something like.
how often everyone legendary grappler? How many times have we seen these legendary grapplers come into jiu-jitsu grapplers come into the UFC and succeed? They all look like ass. And you know what? This guy may look the same way. And yes, you know what? There's potential for the end of the year. I know I already did it once. There's potential. It looks like that again. And if
Yeah,
that's the
it's a
case,
super volatile fight. So I mean, the winner of the fight is gonna look like a big favorite, in my opinion.
and listen, at heavyweight, right? Kennedy at heavyweight is an issue. I'm telling you right now, he knows what he's doing. This is a buy low price. I don't think you get him any lower than this. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't have any thoughts there. Let's go through the main event.
Let's go to the more important fight, right? We'll move on to something more fun.
Costa and then main
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, let's do Charrier and Main.
Charrier versus Costa. Lines of you got Charrier plus 115 now. I mean, Key, join the army. We're all on Charrier here, me and Javar at least.
I'm fighting my urges. I cashed Sabrina this morning. That might be my last
Roll
bet
it
of the
forward.
year.
Take everything you want and roll it forward.
I don't know. This is tempting, very tempting. I think that here Charrier is the better fighter, but Charrier makes every fight. If he's not bonking you and just running away with it, he makes every fight look competitive and close. Like, so for me, Nathaniel Wood is a much better mixed martial artist than Melky Costa. And so that having that loss to you, I'm not sitting here and pissed off over that. Nate Landwehr, good win, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure how to feel. Costa is a weasel. He's gotten away with it for 4 fights in a row at this point.
But against who, Key, though? Like, against who? Look at the names he's beaten. Like, a lot of them are older guys, wash guy, and smaller guys, right?
Yeah, C-Rod is a solid win on paper, but C-Rod at 145 is not good.
And he took him down like 6 times or something.
Yeah, with the same foot sweep.
Yeah.
So for me, I do think the Charrier is better. As I don't want to sit here and talk myself into this bet live on the pod.
Yeah, do it, bro. It's gonna be all right.
This might be it. This might be it. Who knows? So I don't know. Charrier is the side. Is Charrier pass? I'm not backing Costa at minus money at this range. So Charrier pass. That's how I feel.
You're gonna have a better number than me. I have some plus 105 Shaya, so you can get plus 120 right now. Look pretty damn good if you ask me, bro. So yeah, I think Charrier is gonna win. I like him a lot, as you guys know. I think we got fucked against JP Mariscal. We're watching that fight against. He won that fight. I don't give a fuck. And the fact that he took him down and stuff like that, right? In that fight, he's very, very physical. So I think he can get takedowns here. I think he's the better boxer. I think he's going to be the one pressure, and I think he has more power. I think he has better cardio. I think he's more durable. So I cap him a slight favorite, honestly, and they're saying he's plus 120. So again, and also like Costa, 4th fight in the same year, weight cut again. He's a big dude. That might affect him. He just had a war against Erosa, who's washed at this point, and even he doesn't look great as fight goes on in round 3. He doesn't look great when people trying to take him down. And yeah, Morgan, he didn't look good against Nat Wood, but also he got hurt early and he never get dropped. He has an elite chin. So the fact that he got dropped early in that fight, I think that changed in the whole fight. And then Wood was a better boxer than him, and he was faster than him. So that's what he had issues with. And now here, he's the better boxer with more power. And Costa is the better kicker. He has better BJJ. But that's also in the small cage, which I think it's way better for Charrier. And I think that's worse for Costa. So Key, bet him now. We're going to be cashing, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, I think he gets takedowns too in the bigger cage. I tend to think like if you look at Nate Wood, right? People keep talking about the Nate Wood loss. Look what Nate Wood has put together since that
he's
loss.
good, man.
He's good, bro. He's very good. And like, if you were to have Nate Wood fight Melky Costa, what do you rate that fight? Nate Wood.
Imagine Wood with the foot sweep. He has really good foot sweep. He was getting a Charles Jordan with that all over again.
Yeah,
he would get easy takedown and just piece him on the feet. And Costa doesn't have the power to bonk him. Wood is like minus 400 against Costa, no cap.
Exactly. Exactly. So it just doesn't make sense to me personally. Like, also the Andre Feely fight that was debatably rigged. Debatably, we watched Andre Feely stick his head in a guillotine choke. I don't know, man. I don't know. And listen, I've been riding Melky Costa all the way up here on these wins, except for Feely. The next two, I bet him. So pause, yeah. But I don't know, bro. I've also bet Charrier, and I've lost money on him. I bet him against Wood. I bet him against Nate Train. Like, I don't know. Key, I got to be right at some point, right? And I think now's the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Connor,
that asks the question: how many units?
Yeah, Dylan's in my dub club too, so he's talking shit in the Discord chat too.
So how many units?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I actually click the button. I probably will for sure be in untracked, but I don't know if I'll post it. We'll see.
All right. Trying to think what else we could get out of this. Anderson Brito is becoming bettable. He's minus 225 now.
Thompson's fucking good, man.
Okay. And then main event.
One is the pass for me. I don't have anything to say.
Kape versus Royval. Kape versus Royval. I'm on Kape by KO. I'm on Kape money line. What do you think?
I feel different than y'all here. So with this fight, I think that Royval is weirdly. Can y'all hear the baby in the background?
Yeah, kind of. It's fine. It adds theory. It adds a little bit of theme to this because that's you. That's you crying like a little baby.
I'm at family house for viewer purposes. But no, I think that here, I think that Royval probably is the minute winner early. At some point, though, Royval is, one, he's been bonked a lot and been touched up a good bit. Coming from an all-time war against Joshua Van. Kape, I don't like. He has literal titties to this fight, the A-cups, which is hilarious. But two, I think that he's a slow starter at times. I can see Royval winning the first two even. But it feels like Kape finds his timing at some point. So I think that his dog or pass from a money line perspective, I do think that Kape ends up finding the button. He is just a legit striker. He finds his reads really well. He's fast as hell. Royval, it isn't clunky on the feet, but I think that he can get a little loose with his head movements, keeping his hands up at times. So I think that Kape probably finds the button eventually and hurts him as this fight progresses. But early on in this fight, I think that Royval is going to have a little bit of success. I don't think that this is going to be a complete steamrolling.
I don't think it's gonna be a steamrolling either. And like, I'm one of the people who was on Royval plus 200 against Moreno. Like, I predict Royval's fights very well. My thing is, with all the constant brain injuries he's had, how hittable he is, and his chin. Like, we just watched Josh Van knock him down. Like, Kape's gonna find his timing and find his shot eventually. It's just a matter of if he can actually finish the fight or let him recover and pile on late in the fight. That's kind of what it is for me personally. But like, I do think if Kape wins, more often than not, it's probably a KO. So that's my thoughts on it. What do you got, Drop? Anything different?
No, I think Kape's gonna style on him. Honestly, I think he's gonna have a standout performance and he's gonna put him down. I don't know if he's gonna like finish him. Not sure about it, but I think he's gonna drop him. And I think that, yeah, I just think the levels on the feeder is pretty evident, and I think Royval, his style is to get hit and put people into brawl. I think that if you watch Felipe dos Santos versus Manel Kape, like if something like that happened and Royval doesn't get knocked out, he can have some success. But even then, Kape looked good in that fight, So good fight. I'm excited to watch it. And I guess I have a question. Do you guys think if Kape get like a big performance here, like a knockout or anything, like if he just win, do you think he's next to fight Van, or do you think it's Tyra versus Van next? And what fight do you guys want to see the most?
Probably Tyra versus Van, to be honest.
I think Tyra. I'm not gonna lie.
That you want
to see Tyra beat Van. And I'll say this too. I think Tyra beats Van, by the way.
I think he does as well.
Yeah. That would be crazy. This fight would be crazy.
They might do Tyra versus Araguchi in Japan, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be a really bad mistake in building a prospect.
Before we get Key out of here, let's touch up on this one. Cesare versus Caesar.
Yeah, you guys know my thoughts and Peg thoughts, but we both picking Cesare in that one. Key, what you think?
Yeah, I think Cesare wins.
You think he's a legit prospect,
Yeah.
or you think?
Jury's still out. I want to see more to like stamp him as a legit prospect, but I do think he's good. And his brother got matched up with your boy,
I
Marc-Andre
know.
Barriault.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be a
Macau,
banger.
we're gonna be there.
I mean, he's going to knock out MAB. It's going to be awesome to see it again.
Fuck you, Peg.
By the way, I took Cesare by sub.
Yeah, that could happen. I gave the breakdown on the podcast, and then you just tell it, so that's okay.
Why are you on the sub? Are you on the sub bet too?
It was not you, Reed, but that's okay.
Are you on the sub bet too?
I didn't bet it, but I give the breakdown for it.
Oh, okay. So it's my bet.
And then you just take the bet without giving the
my
breakdown.
bet. That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
Cesare
that's
by
not
sub.
your
Here's
read,
why.
bro. So what's your read on the sub?
The brown belts. They're at Fighting Nerds, and we've multiple times seen Cesare. He'll rest. He's going to wrestle here.
And where did you see the post about the brown belt that he has?
I don't know where I saw that, honestly. I thought I saw it on Instagram, maybe.
It was Jewish Better posting all over Twitter.
JB?
I'm sure you saw it because of that.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good, honestly. But Peg, my question is, what fight you think that he's gonna get a submission? Give me the read. I want to hear it.
If you go back and you look at the Bednors fight, wasn't that good. That guy kind of stinks, right?
Yeah,
but
what fight do you think Cesare? Why do you think he's gonna submit him? What fight did you watch to tell you that?
The Anton fight. Did you watch the Anton fight?
Anton.
Also, by the way, Hughes is kind of getting cooked here. But besides the point,
Conor Hughes getting cooked?
I think so. I mean, he is cracking.
Round one was a banger. I watched it quickly.
What do you think about?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they go to distance, it's gonna be probably a bit close, I think.
Yeah.
But he's more likely to finish because Almeida is good, but he's getting older and he's getting hurt more these days.
Anyone like the dog shot on Gibson Jr.? I feel like, by the way, the spread on Gibson Jr. plus 3.5 is minus 120.
I saw plus 200 earlier. I think that was a good bet if you got it there.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. I mean, Bobby Green is so washed. Magniverse one more time. Anybody?
Fuck no.
No, I'm not betting that. I'm not betting that fight.
Does many have a chance? I don't know what that means.
Hey, I'm gonna give you guys a Lotto parlay before we end the stream, right? So if you guys want to tell it, I give 3 to my members on Odd Choppers. I'll give y'all 1 for the stream. Jillian Robertson round 2 submission. Marcus Buchecha round 1 submission. It's like 50-1 or something.
You said Robertson submission and what?
Robertson round 2 submission. Okay. And Buchecha round 1 submission. The odds are 53-1 on Bet Rivers. I have $150 to win $8K. So if you guys want to tell that and he cashes, you know what to think.
Yeah, I guess. I guess that's it.
Yeah, we also want to say thank you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. We've been asking for it. We've been grinding all year, so really appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna be back next year as always. Key's gonna be back full time sooner than later, I'm sure. Key, everybody's talking about you and everybody's missing you. So maybe you have a word for the people.
Yeah, I appreciate all the love, all the comments. I've gotten a lot of DMs, guys asking, checking in. I am completely fine. There is nothing crazy in my life going on. It's just my sport is in season. I coach a sport for high school. So I spend a lot of time with my guys and working for my team. So for me, it's just a busy time right now. I'll be back around, should be March of 2026. I should be back regular full time. But shout out to the guys, Peg, Drive, Lucratives come through, Pepe's come through. We've had Liam come through. I mean, we've had a lot of McPicks, as always. A lot of guests have come on and filled these roles like really well and kept this podcast rolling. And a big thank you to you guys for getting us to 1,000. I mean, I remember whenever we were on Twitter Spaces, getting people to listen to see if it sounded clunky and shit. And now we're 1,000 people hitting us up to get sponsorships and all sorts of stuff, a full Discord with a good community. And I think that we've built one of like the coolest communities across the podcast space in the MMA game right now. So it's a big all credit to you guys for tuning in to our fuckery every week and Dylan and hearing some sharp takes along the way. So I really appreciate the support, all the DMs and stuff. It really does mean a lot. So we're going to keep it rolling. 2026 Drive was worried that there'd be some potential leaving for me, but I'm here. I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere. So I'll be here next year, March of 2026. I'll be back full time. So
we also are going to throw something together for you guys for the holiday season. We have another video coming out before the end of the year.
Yeah,
so,
we're going to do an end of year recap or something.
Yeah,
cool.
Tune in for that. I don't know. I kind of have an idea for that. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out something cool for y'all, and we'll kind of take it into next year. So, guys, let's enjoy the slate. Let's have some fun. Like, comment, subscribe. As we expected, we will see you guys probably next 2 weeks. All right, boys. Enjoy.
Good luck tonight, boys. Enjoy the fights. Peace out.